a prisoner that, when transported from one jail to another, he was restrained, but because he was in a recreation area, he was not at the time. He elevated himself on top of a piece of a exercise equipment and was able to exit the yard through a metal gated roof. He then used bed sheets that he tied together and was able to escape to the ground from the roof. He was on foot. The immediate City of Warren area has been searched and canvassed by law enforcement, and the search area has now been expanded. This individual is known to possess survivalist skills, and as I said earlier, he is considered to be dangerous. Law enforcement is using some of his past actions as well as information they obtained from him while he was in custody to develop a search radius and plan. That's all I have. That's the information I have right now, and I'd be happy to take questions.
Cecile, what time did you say he was in the recreation yard again last night?
He was there prior to midnight, so just about 11:30.
Was he unattended there? How did he get on this exercise equipment and escape?
There were several inmates in there. He was being watched. And I don't know the position of the prison guards.
Well, were there guards in there?
I don't know that. I know that he was under video surveillance at the time.
And where is this recreation yard?
I don't know that.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm not familiar with the
This is
facilities.
a very heavily wooded area outside of the town. How
Yes.
far do you expect the resources to be able to go? And when we talk about these resources, could you specify what exactly we're using as far as things like dogs, drones, things of that nature?
So let me start with the last question. So the resources that are being used are foot resources, motorized, so ATV, UTV, and K9, and aerial, both drone and aircraft. The radius and the expansion of the search area will be dependent based on the process of examining areas, rolling them out, clearing them, and moving on. So it's hard to determine exactly how far the search radius will go.
Do we know about how long it took from the time he escaped until officials noticed that he was missing?
Minutes. It was literally minutes. They responded almost immediately.
Will there be any sort of internal investigation that goes on as to how this could have happened in a prison? I mean, this is a dangerous man.
It is. Right now, I believe that all the resources are being concentrated on his recapture and keeping the public safe. That would be something that could probably be directed to the prison officials at a later time. But right now, we want to keep everyone safe. Again, we do not want people engaging with this individual in any way, and we want to get him recaptured and as soon as possible.
And I know search efforts are still ongoing. Is any idea, Cecile, if he's still in the area? Is there a feeling that he's around here or perhaps elsewhere?
As I mentioned, he was on foot. We don't have any reason for him. We don't have any information to indicate that he is not still on foot, so that would limit the area that he could move from this area.
So most of the concentration is locally. How broad is the search area?
That's a hard. Could you rephrase that or give me a better idea of what you're asking? Because it's not based on miles or even on distance. It's based on areas that he may know or he may be familiar with, areas that he may have access to, and so it's growing. The area is growing.
Are there precautions for, we know that he is a suspect in a homicide. For
Yes.
the family of that victim, are there precautions to hopefully keep them safe in this situation if he may end up back in that area, Jamestown?
I'm not aware of any precautions, nor am I aware if law enforcement is in touch with that family. I would suspect that they probably are.
Any idea if he has any personal friends in the area who could have helped him?
We do not,
indication?
we have no indication that he's being assisted by anyone at this point, but he is familiar with the area. And as I mentioned, he is a survivalist. He has survivalist skills. So his past actions have indicated he is comfortable at living in the woods for several days, and being able to do that successfully.
Yeah, and how much more challenging does that make a search like this? You're not just within the city limits, you've got nature on his side of this.
And that's why the cooperation between all of the different jurisdictions and the agencies is so important. I've already mentioned we have federal agencies, both the U.S. Forest Service, who are very familiar with forested areas. Pennsylvania Game Commission is also involved. Again, agencies that are familiar with more remote areas, combined with law enforcement agencies that are more urban and rural centric, such as the Pennsylvania State Police and the City Police as well.
Should citizens here in Warren be comfortable going out and about? I mean, we've seen them jogging, walking around. Should they be comfortable going about their daily activities, or should they be trying to stay home?
Well, we would ask that everyone is aware that this situation is occurring and use care when going out. We are not recommending that people have any kind of stay in their home order or anything like that. Just be aware of what is going on, be aware of any changes they may see, and report those changes or abnormalities to law enforcement by calling 911.
When's the next time you think we might be getting an update?
I would expect another update probably around 5 p.m. today.
Just to be clear, you are the public information officer
I am.
for
Serving for Warren County in this incident, yes.
Anything else you think that's important, Cecile, to share with us?
Just that we really do appreciate the support and communication between all the law enforcement agencies. Everyone is working very, very cooperatively. Every agency brings a unique set of talents, as I already mentioned, and skill sets, as well as resources to an incident such as this. And it's the combination of all those resources that is going to make us successful in this and keep everyone safe. So again, we ask the public to stay safe, and law enforcement appreciates the support and the information that the public is able to provide.